Dial plate, the face, to alter his dial plate to disfigure his face. Dice, the name of false dice. A bale of barred kinku deuces. A bale of flat kinku deuces. Or sink. A bale of flat size deuce aces. A bale of barred catered trays. A bale of flat catered trays. A bale of Fulhams. A bale of light greniers. A bale of langrets contrary to the vintage. A bale of gourds with as many hymen as lowmen for passage. A bale of demis. A bale of long dice for even and odd. A bale of bristles. A bale of direct contraries. Dick. What happened in the reign of Queen Dick? I never. Said to of an absurd old story. I am as queer as Dick's hatband that is out of spirits, or don't know what ails me. Dicky, a woman under petticoat. It's all Dicky with him, it's all over him. Dicked in the knob, silly, crazed. Dicky, a sham shirt. Dicky, an arse, roll your dicky. Drive your ass, drive your ass. Also a seat for servants to sit behind a carriage when their master drives. To diddle, to cheat, to defraud the cull-diddled. Me out, my dearie. The fellow robbed me of my sweetheart. See Jeremy Diddler in Raising the Wind. Diddies, a woman's breasts or bubbies. Diddle. Gin. Dicked in the knob, was it? Diddle gin. Dicked in the knob. Diddle gin. Diggers, spurs, cunt, dilberries, small pieces of excrement adhering to the hairs near the fundament. Dilberry maker, the fundament. Dildo from the Italian diletto. Q. D.A. woman's delight, or from our word dally. QDA, thing to play with. Play with al. Penis succidanius, called it the lump. Badi, passo tempo, Bailey. Diligent, double diligent, like the devil's apothecary, said of one affected diligent. Dilly, an abbreviation of the word diligence, a public voiture or stage, commonly a post-chaise carrying 3 persons. The name is taken from the public stage vehicles in France and Flanders. The Dillies first began to run in England about the year 1779. Dimber, pretty, a dimber cove, a pretty fellow. Dimber mort, a pretty wench, cunt. Dimber damber, a top man or prince among the canting crew, also the chief rogue of the gang, or the completest cheat, cunt. Ding, to knock down, to ding it in one's ear, to reproach or tell one something. One is not desirous or hearing. Also to throw away or hide, thus a highwayman who throws away or hides anything with which he robbed. To prevent being known or detected is, in the canting lingo, styled as a dinger. Ding boy, a rogue, a hector, a bully or sharper, cunt. Ding dong, helter-skelter in a hasty, disorderly manner. Dingy Christian, a mulatto or anyone who has, as the West Indian term is, a lick of the tar brush that is some negro blood in him. Dining room post, a mode of stealing in houses that let lodgings by rogues pretending to be postmen, who send up sham letters to the lodgers, and whilst waiting in the entry for the postage, go into the first room they see, open and rob it. Dip, to dip for a wig, formerly in Middle Row, Holborn. Wigs of different sorts were, it is said, put into a closed stall box, into which, for 3 pence, anyone might dip or thrust in his hand and take out the first wig he laid hold of. If he was dissatisfied with his prize, he might, or paying 3 halfpence, return it and dip again. The Dip, a cook's shop under Furnival's Inn, where many attorneys, clerks, and other inferior limbs of the law take out the wrinkles from their bellies. Dip is also a punning name for a tallow chandler. Dippers, Anabaptists, dipped, pawned, or mortgaged. Okay. Dirty puzzle, a nasty slut. Disguised, drunk, disgruntled, offended, disobliged, dished up. He is completely dished up. He is totally ruined. To throw a thing in one's dish, to reproach or twit one with any particular matter. Dish clout, a dirty, greasy woman. He has made a napkin of his dish clout, a saying of one who has married his cookmaid. To pin a dish clout to a man's tail, a punishment often threatened by the female servants in a kitchen. To a man who pries too minutely into the secrets of that place. Dismal ditty, the psalm or psalm sung by the felons at the gallows just before they are turned off. Dispatches, a mittimus or justice of the person of the pieces warrant for the commitment of a rogue. Ditto, a suit of ditto, coat, waistcoat and breeches, all of one colour. Dispatches, loaded or false dice. Distracted division, husband and wife fighting. Dive, to pick a pocket, to dive for a dinner, to go down into a cellar to dinner. A dive is a thief who stands ready to receive goods thrown out to him by a little boy put in at a window. Cunt. Diver, a pickpocket, also one who lives in a cellar. Divide, to divide the house with one's wife, to give her the outside and to keep all the insides to oneself, i.e. to turn her into the street. Do, to do anyone, to rob and cheat him. I have done him, I have robbed him, also to overcome in a boxing match. Witness those laconic lines written on the field of battle by Humphreys to his patron, Sir, I have done the Jew. To do over carries the same meaning but is not so briefly expressed, the former having received the polish of the present times. Dosh, a clock cunt. Dobbin rig, stealing ribbons from haberdashers early in the morning or late at night, generally practised by women in the disguise of maid servants. To dock, to lie with a woman. The cull docked the dell, all the darkmans the fellow laid with a wench all night. Docked, smack smooth, one who has suffered an amputation of his penis from a venereal complaint. He must go into dock, a sea phrase, signifying that the person spoken of must undergo elevation. Docking is also a punishment inflicted by sailors on the prostitutes who have infected them with the venereal disease. It consists in cutting off all their clothes, petticoats, shift and all, close to their stays, and then turning them to the street. That made me think of Dick in the Knob again. Doctor, milk and water with a little rum and some nutmeg, also the name for composition used by distillers to make spirits appear stronger than they really are, or in their phrase, better proof. Doctors, loaded dice that will run but 2 or 3 chances. They put the doctors upon him, they cheated him with loaded dice. Dodsy, a woman, perhaps a corruption of doxy. Cunt, dog buffers, dog stealers who kill those dogs not advertised for, sell their skins and feed the remaining dogs with their flesh. Dog in a doublet, a daring, resolute fellow. In Germany and Flanders, the boldest dogs used to hunt the boar, having a kind of buff doublet buttoned on their bodies. Rubens has represented several so equipped, so has Snyder's. Dog, an old dog at it. An old dog at it. Expert or accustomed to anything, dog in a manger, one who would prevent another from enjoying what he himself does not want. An allusion to the well-known fable, the dogs have not dined, a common saying to anyone whose shirt hangs out behind. To dog or dodge, to follow at a distance, to blush like a blue dog, i.e. not at all. To walk the black dog on anyone, a punishment inflicted in the night on a fresh prisoner by his comrades in case of his refusal to pay the usual footing or garnish. Dog Latin, barbarous Latin such as was formerly used by the lawyers in their pleadings. Dog's portion, a lick and a smell. He comes in for only a dog's portion, a saying one who is a distant admirer or dangler after women. See dangler. Dog's rig, to copulate till you are tired and then turn tail to it. Dog soup, rainwater. There's dog soup. Dog's vein, a cockade, sea term. Dog surly, doggess, dog's wife, or dog or lady's puppies, mama, jocular ways of calling a woman a bitch. Doll. Bartholomew Doll, a tawdry, overdressed woman like one of the children's dolls at Bartholomew Fair, to mill doll, to beat hemp at Bridewell, or any other house of correction. Dolly, a Yorkshire dolly, a contrivance for washing by means of a kind of wheel fixed in a tub, which being turned about agitates and cleanses the linen put into it with soap and water. Though mine do little, an impotent old fellow, domineer to reprove or command in an insolent or haughty manner. Don't think as how you shall domineer here. Domerer, a beggar pretending that his tongue has been cut out by the Algerines or cruel and bloodthirsty Turks, or else that he has born deaf and dumb. Cunt. Done or done over, robbed, also convicted or hanged, cunt, see do. Done up, ruined by gaming and extravagances, modern term.